Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Tina Donovan. I'm the founder of Discovery Tales, where we help children discover the importance of social skills, emotional intelligence, and the superpower of kindness. Today would have been my mother's 93rd birthday, and in her honor, I'm sharing our story so that the struggles that we experience both personally and professionally won't be for naught. And I will start by just sharing a little bit about my mom. She grew up in the era where children were to be seen and not heard. But still, she gave me the best that she had, and that was her best roadmap. With the first being, always operate with the golden rule in mind. Treat others as you would like to be treated. Say your prayers. Always think of the other person first, and if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Respect your elders. Always wear clean underwear. I guess that was in case you ended up at the hospital. Mind your manners. Keep your word, and be good and be careful. So that was the best that she had to give me. That was my tools in which to operate. And of course, I operated in that manner. However, I didn't realize how much this roadmap handicapped me until I was well into adulthood. When I was 35 years old, my father passed away. The man that I thought I was going to marry thought otherwise. I lost my job. I thought I was going to lose my house, and one of my best friends moved. So my mom urged me to seek counseling, and I did. The first appointment, she asked me, "So how do you feel about this?" And I said, "Well, I don't know." And as odd as that sounds, I truly didn't have any idea how I felt because I had stuffed my feelings my entire life. So I go back the second time and she says, "So how do you feel about this?" I said, "I don't know." Third time, I go back and she asked me the same darn question again. "So how do you feel about this?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "You know what? I am out of here. She has no clue as to what she's doing. She has one trick in her bag. I'm out. I'm done." So fast forward many years later, I was in the juvenile court system. I was actually in my master's degree, and I was doing extensive research in the field of anger, social skills, bibliotherapy, and that's just a big word for books with therapeutic value, and connection. And I came across Saarni's theory of emotional competency, and it had 8 different components, with the first being awareness of your own emotional state. And I buried my feelings my entire life, so no. Recognizing and discerning the emotions of others, no. The using of the emotional language, no, I didn't have that. Being empathetic, I had that one for sure. Realizing that our inner state and outer expression don't always match, nor should they. I didn't have that. Being able to regulate your emotions. No, I didn't have that. And really, I was happy 95% of the time and sad 5% of the time. Being aware that our relationships are largely defined by emotional communications, emotional immediacy, and reciprocity. No, I didn't know that. And then accepting responsibility for our own emotional well-being. No, I certainly didn't have that, and I wanted to blame my mom and dad for everything. So in that moment, I flashed back to the counselor, and I had an epiphany. Oh my goodness, she's the one that knew what she was doing. I'm the one that's been clueless. So my passion to share our story is to help people understand the importance of emotional intelligence via the lens of a therapeutic counselor, as I am, as well as my own personal journey. And I want to do this in honor of my mom and my family, so that perhaps others won't struggle as we did. So if you happen to like my story and you'd like to hear more, I'd certainly invite you to consider joining and perhaps liking and sharing. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.